What's up, guys? Mike Williams. I am so sorry that I have to make a part 2 to this video, but when I went to go pick up my phone, I accidentally hit the end button. So I'm making a part 2, but anyway, just gonna keep going. Next weapon, and if you're just watching this now, exit out of this video, go back to the first one, now come back to this one. If you saw the first one, great, stay tuned. Next weapon is these dual-wielded airsoft guns. SMGs. Now I don't know where I got these, but I did not build these. That's all I know. I forgot where I got these though. But you fill them up like up here in the scope area. Pour BBs in, they fall down. You gotta wait for them to all go down. And the thing is, there's a couple different modes. There's the safe mode, obviously, to where you can't shoot. This semi mode, which is you load it once, shoot it once. Load it once, shoot it once. And then you have the full auto mode down here. You put it on that, hold it, and then hold the trigger, and it shoots multiple until you let go, pretty much. These are actually really great weapons. Very, very great. So, next weapon. Next weapon I have for you guys is wooden shanks that I made. I did not buy these finally. I actually made these, as you can tell. They're just pieces of scrap wood that I found in my basement. Now this one I ripped chunks off in a vise and made it into that kind of star point at the top. This one just naturally went like this, so I left it. Wrote my name on it, wrapped them in duct tape handles. Now you can use them one at a time, which I suggest you do. I'm just holding both so you can see them. And these are good for just stabbing mainly. Not saying that they're going to be durable, but yeah. Next weapon. This is my next weapon. Yes, it is a straw. But it is not only a straw. It is a blow dart gun that I made myself. Pretty much all I did was got a Q-tip that you use to clean your ears. Cut it in half. Grabbed a sewing needle. Use some tape them together, and then you just get a straw and you're done that fast. I will actually show you guys how this one works. Just pretty much load it, if you didn't know that already. Just load it, put it up in your mouth, and then you blow it at a object. For instance, I will use the ground. Okay, that was kind of ass because I'm kind of using one hand and I was already halfway down the barrel, but sorry guys, but I tried. Next weapon. Next weapon I have for you guys is a knife that I bought at a store for like $10. It's a little like bear, like eating like a salmon or trying to get a salmon, and it's the same picture in the actual case. It's pretty cool. It's a little pocket knife. Ow. See? Yeah. So, just stab or slice. So, next weapon. Next weapon I have for you guys is a letter opener. Yes. I know, that's not really a weapon. Well, yeah, it kind of is, honestly. You can use it to stab. Not really slice, maybe. It's kind of dull. But mainly, suggestedly stab. Or open letters. But, I'll test it on this box, I guess, for you guys. Whatever. So those are to the people who say letter openers are not indeed weapons. But, yeah. Honestly, I'm going to tell you the backstory to this weapon. I was at my little brother's book fair, which is, if you don't know what that is, it's when they have something at the school where they sell books. Everyone can go. And they have other stuff there, like this, for instance. A letter opener. I thought this was a knife, because I bought this when I was, like, 11, 12. But now I'm 15. Now I know it's a letter opener. So, yeah, I'm kind of a tard. And next weapon. I'm bringing it back to one of the ancestors of the weapon collection. This is a paper tomahawk. Now I made this when Call of Duty Black Ops, the first Black Ops, was the shit, because they did a video saying, oh, this is how you make a paper tomahawk like in Black Ops. Now, me at the time thinking Black Ops was the shit, I made this, and I actually can admit it's not that bad. It's not one of those flimsy ones where you throw it and it, like, halfway through it does like a helicopter move or some bullshit. That when you throw it, this is going like spinning like this until it hits an object or just falls to the ground because it's running out of speed. But this thing is actually a very cool weapon. Next weapon I have for you guys is a pen. Yes, it is a pen. Just kidding. You take off the cap, and it is a wooden shank. This was actually a pain in the ass. I just took a pen, ripped out the cartridge, and pretty much had to get a shard of wood, sharpen it the best I could out of the things I had at the time, and squeeze it into the pen cartridge, which was very hard to do, it seemed like. So you can use this for just stabbing, mainly disguising, because people just think it's a pen, but you can use it to just stab. Not saying it's going to be durable again, but next weapon. Next thing I have for you guys is not really mainly a weapon, just something that you'd want to have on you if it was that kind of situation. It is a flask, which I bought at Walmart again, and you can just fill it with something that you'd want to drink. This is another disguise. You can just say it's water, and you can have some type of substance in here or something, but this can be used as a weapon. You can use this, like, hold it like here and hit someone over the head with this, and it actually can be classified as a weapon at that point. Or just hit someone like in like the face or something with this end, like bang, and then it can be classified as a weapon. So next weapon. Okay, this weapon is no joke, no lie, big ass fucking pocket knife. The biggest pocket knife I think I've ever seen. Just listen how loud that click is. Okay, now I didn't make this, but my grandfather gave this to me as like a present for some reason. It's like some type of like biker motorcycle design, but it's just a big pocket knife, and this is not plastic. No, this is a real silver stainless steel blade. No lie, this can cut you. Now you could use this. Look, this is literally my hand, my whole big hand. Fucking ridiculous. You can stab with this or slice with this. I suggest slicing, since you know this thing is like classified, well, can be classified as a sword. But next weapon I have for you guys is a multi-tool knife, which this one has a corkscrew, screwdriver, and a nail filer, 2 bottle caps, scissors, and a knife. It is very cool. I traded this and another multi-tool, which I'll show you guys right now, and this one, which is just 2 knives and scissors. I traded these 2 multi-tool knives for like a blowtorch lighter that I had with my friend's uncle. So yeah, next weapon. Oh yeah, guys, back to these. Like I said, I did not make these, but I traded these, and these are actually pretty cool. So next weapon. This next weapon is an antler shank. Yes, an antler, referring to a deer antler. All it is just a piece of deer antler that I wrapped up in a little bit of duct tape. Now this can be used for stabbing, and I got this from my hunting buddy Henry, who takes me hunting. I'll actually show you his house. His house is right back there. That red house. Literally, like, it's so weird. Buy a weapon off that guy. Like, everybody lives, like, so close. So, anyway, next weapon. Next weapon is just the same multi-tool. This same exact multi-tool right here. Just a way bigger version of it, except this one has like a measuring table in it, a fish hook, screwdriver, bottle opener, scissors, knife, nail filer, magnifying glass, every cool thing that you can think of in here. It's just a way bigger version of it. It has a keychain too. This thing, so you can just hang on to it. I'm rolling up around past the 10-minute mark actually, so I'm trying not to waste your guys' time as much as I can, so I'll try to move faster. This next weapon is another pocket knife that I got from my grandmother as a gift, because since you know she's a huge Elvis Presley fan, she gave me an Elvis Presley knife, which has Elvis Presley doing 3 different things: playing a guitar, singing, and dressed up in his uniform, both sided, really old. So I have to be careful with this one, because this might be worth money somewhere. So next weapon. The next weapon I have for you guys is a binder clip bow, which is just a binder clip. I got a binder clip, snapped a rubber band, put it on both sides of it, duct taped it. I know, kind of sloppy duct taping, but yeah. Now what you do is you put the projectile through here, pinch it with the end of the rubber band, pull it back and let it go, and it'll shoot it through. And the things that I use that I suggest work best with the binder clip is a pen cartridge and a toothpick, like one of those fancy toothpicks that have like the colors and shit on them that you can get with like sandwiches. I suggest they work best. So next weapon. The next weapon I have for you guys is a homemade knife. Now this is a really old butter knife. See, as you can tell, the way the blade is, it's really old. I got this at a thrift shop for $1, and I took the foam handle from that one aluminum metal weapon, the UO, unidentified object, and I put it on this, and I noticed that it was still loose, so I just wrapped it and gave it a nice duct tape handle. Now this you can use to not really stab, not unless you're coming up on an upward angle with it, so the point can actually make contact and scrape up, or stab downward with it and scrape down. But I could say this could be used for maybe slicing. But yeah, next weapon. Next weapon is the most simplest thing on the damn planet: a sharpened pencil. Now this you can just use to stab. Either way, stab. Yeah, next weapon. The next weapon I have for you guys is these. Dang it, just dropped it. Or these. Now these are 4 little computer dials that you can turn up the volume or down the volume on a computer. I took these from my school. Now what you can do with these is grab them and throw them at someone really, really hard, and they can feel like bee stings, so that's why I call them bee stings. And I got a more upgraded version of them, and that is these. These are just pennies that I smashed in a vise. I like folded them sideways and folded them sideways again, and that makes these. Now you can throw these really hard, same process, feel like a bee sting. Now the bee stings and this weapon, the pencil, these can all be used as ammo for this weapon. Now I guess this is the UO2, unidentified object. You know what? No, I'm going to call this the blunderbuss. So they are ammo to the blunderbuss, which is just a paper towel roll, and you cut a piece of a balloon off and you stretch it over that one end of it, and to secure it, I wrapped the balloon in duct tape,